Alright, here we are again with another match from the IEM tournament that recently took place. This time we're going to have Fenix spawning up in the 12 o'clock position. Down here at the 6 o'clock, we're going to have EG's DeMuslim, recently joined the team. Well, sort of recently. Recently started playing again. These two players, Fenix, if you've been following StarCraft 2 for a while now, you'll know that Fenix has been around quite a bit. Really aggressive player. One of the most aggressive players in StarCraft 2. Always looking for a way to just get in the opponent's face with drops, Hellion pressures, Marine pressures, anything he could throw at his opponent to put some pressure on. The Muslim, just really smart player, really gets the game. He's been training a lot lately in the EG house, playing ladder all day, every day, training with training partners, getting really good lately. We have nothing crazy going on. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Gas first for Fenix. Usually will be either for Hellions for that fast factory, or he'll be going straight up to Cloak Banshees. We'll have to see later. We have the Muslim just going a regular old barracks first, like a normal Terran. See if the Muslim even takes his gas. Normally Terrans nowadays are taking this gas rather than favoring that one barracks expansion, since Blue Flame Hellions have been so prevalent. Looks like the Muslim's actually not taking his gas, so we'll be seeing a 1-Rax expand out of the Muslim most likely. Fenix, on the other hand, will be going for some sort of really fast tech units. This map is really good for that, given that even if you do have Banshees, you can get them on this little cliff up here and hide them. There's not a lot of airspace though behind there, so that can get a little tricky. Hellion drops are good because there's so much space in the natural to cover. There's a lot of room for them to run around. This natural is really wide open, so Hellions work really nice on this map. Have the Muslim actually just taking a late gas, so he won't be doing exactly a really fast command center. We have Fenix going straight for the factory. We have no reactor coming down. The Muslim's going to see this. It's just a barracks factory, no add-ons. So he doesn't quite know exactly what's coming, but Banshees are usually the follow-up to this. Do have a tech lab coming down on the barracks. See what Fenix has to do with that. We have the Muslim going for reactor first. The command center is likely going to be put down now that that SCV is cleared out of here. Reactor expand is a pretty typical opening for Terran. Relatively safe. Got that command center going down on the low ground even, so the Muslim's feeling really confident about his play. We do see a second gas started. After this factory starts the Hellion. Fenix wanting to do a little bit of poking. He's going to do a little bit of Reaper action along with the Hellion action. He'll probably run the Reaper into the back zone, in the backside, pop up over here, run the Hellion around the front just to see what's going on. Really nice way to split your opponent up early. Like I said, Fenix with those aggressive tactics, always looking for something to get in his opponent's face. Now we have a Blue Flame upgrade coming out for Fenix too. So we'll see if his starport goes down for a fast Blue Flame Hellion drop. He's got the money for it. There comes the starport now. So he's going to line this up to where Medevac will pop out. He'll likely, if he can keep this Hellion alive, don't lose your Hellion, Fenix. Fenix. Want that little distraction at the front. He runs a Reaper in the back. I don't like exactly killing guys on gas just because they go in and out. The Muslim doesn't seem to notice. He loses 4 SCVs. This is a lot of damage being done by Fenix. Oh my gosh. 4 SCVs. Not a good day to be SCVs into Muslim's camp. Gets 4 SCV kills with that. Sees everything. He sees the reactor Hellions pop out. I don't think he saw the starport though. Now a scan will see. Did he see those Hellions? I don't think he actually saw the Hellions. So he just knows that there's a factory and a naked starport and a reactor barracks. He'll probably be assuming Blue Flame Hellions at this point, but he didn't exactly see what kind of units are coming out. He did see the tech lab researching and the Hellions, or the factory rather, but doesn't know exactly what's coming. Phoenix poking at the front, and his blue flame is finished. He's just going to poke around the side here, maybe get a couple free pot shots. Kills off some Marines, gets an SCV kill, but don't... Oh, he's going to get caught. Okay, this is not good for him. He's losing these Hellions. These are really important. They're upgraded. He's invested a lot of his money into it. You don't want to be losing your Hellions right now. Seems that he's gone into Banshee rather than making a dropship. Normally what you'd see with this is a dropship would come out so you can ferry units in here, but he just decided to get blue flame and do a little frontal poke. It's good that he has his blue flame. Apparently Sheth was in the game as well. Such a nice guy. We have the barracks scout coming out, so Phoenix not really going to be making Marines this game. We have 3 factories coming out for Phoenix, the starport with the tech lab. See a Marine Banshee mix, or a Hellion Banshee mix coming out for Phoenix right now. Whereas in DeMuslim's camp, he's got his own Banshee, but he has Cloak coming out. So Phoenix is going to have that to deal with. He doesn't necessarily have lots of units that shoot up. He is making a Viking though, so that is one thing that is going well for him. Now DeMuslim's been mining from this expansion only for the last 30 seconds or so. It's been here on the low ground, but he hasn't exactly secured it fully yet. I do like this little depot wall. Can he fit through? No, he can't fit through. And now his Hellions are in position. This is nice placement by DeMuslim. Little things like this are what separate the really good players from the great players. If you have a depot, why not build it in a place that matters? I would like to see him finish building it though. We have Phoenix's Banshee poking in here. No Cloak, but no anything that can really kill the Banshee. And DeMuslim's making his own Banshee right now for Cloak. So he can't really be making a Viking. He's invested in this Cloak, and having only one Banshee with Cloak would not be paying off. Now Phoenix is going to lose all of his Hellions. They're getting cornered. Even though he does have blue flame upgrade, is he going to... Does this actually win? Oh, no. Okay. It's getting doubtful there for a minute. But DeMuslim is taking heavy hits from this Banshee. These 3 Marines were the only thing that could clean it up. We do see that DeMuslim's Banshee, not so much action going on with it. 2 missile turrets, 1 in each mineral line. Phoenix has got a really healthy SCV lead. He even has a Raven out now with a Viking to deter these Cloak Banshees from coming in and doing damage. DeMuslim's kind of, yep, dead. Alright, there's TVT. Wow, okay, so in that game, DeMuslim goes for a Reactor Barracks expand, which is pretty safe build. Except in TVT, it's not as safe. And losing those 4 SCVs to that early Reaper poke was really costly. 1 Reaper, if you can get any SCV kills is a bonus, let alone 4. That's a huge bonus. And he was able to sneak in a few Hellions and pick up a couple SCV kills there. And really, the super fast gas from him allowed to get these Blue Flame Hellions and Reapers out really quickly to put pressure on. And the risky run when you fast expand like DeMuslim did is that you're kind of spread out, and fast high-tech units like Reapers and Hellions can really take advantage of that. That's why I said earlier that Hellions and Reapers are really good on this map because there's so much space to cover. Even with little nice depot placement like this, where he did zone out those Hellions at first, it's just the Banshee poke combined with the Reaper poke with the Hellion harass on top of it. Phoenix was just in his face the entire game, not letting up, poking and prodding everywhere. And since DeMuslim's tech was slower, he just was one step behind Phoenix at all times. Even this Cloak Banshee came out, but there was already a Banshee of Phoenix poking away at his SCVs. And the Marines were too busy at the front dealing with the Hellions. And the Banshee just kind of had free reign at the back. And DeMuslim couldn't fit an engineering bay into his build, or he forgot it, or just simply decided that he couldn't really afford to make one and just kind of rolled the dice. So he had no turret cover. Phoenix, on the other hand, in control the whole game, can just do as he pleases. Interestingly, he had 2 starports coming up, so he was going to favor a really heavy mix of mech units and air. So no tanks, no nothing. He had 2 tech labs coming out, probably starting siege mode soon. No siege mode at this point, but Phoenix had a really nice plan. Great harass, took advantage of that late gas from DeMuslim in the early expansion, especially on the low ground. And DeMuslim just had a hard time dealing with everything. So that is TVT on this map. DeMuslim Phoenix IEM. On to the next game. Let's go.